That's not what I thought would happen when I filmed this video. The progressions are working. If I was dangling off the side of a cliff right now, I would not be able to pull myself up. That's as far as I can get right now, which is exciting because for a long time I couldn't even bring myself up that high. So I'm officially halfway to getting my first pull-up. And the thing is, I can do a lat pull down with my body weight. So I can pull my body weight down. I just can't pull it back up. So if you're like me and you cannot do a pull-up yet, this one is for you. These are some of the progressions that I'm using as I work towards getting my first pull-up. I can't do a pull-up yet, but I can still train to get one. Pull-ups are hard. It's easier to do a lat pull down because the machine is there to stabilize me. I'm like putting my feet to the floor, driving up into the pads. I could grab the bar and I can lean back. With the pull-up, it's just me and a prayer. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, the bar, and gravity. When I started to train for pull-ups, I found one of the hardest things was staying on the bar long enough in the first place. My grip strength was not there. Yes, bands do exist, but eventually I do plan to get rid of the bands, so I started to do a dead hang every day for 1 minute. The dead hang, as the name would imply, means you're just hanging here, dead, chillin', vibing on the bar. And for a long time, this was very hard for me. I would not have even been able to hold it as long as I've been holding it right now while I talk to you. And that's actually made a really big difference. I started off with sets of 10 to 15 seconds until I reached my minute quota, and then I slowly started to let the seconds of each set expand. 3 sets of 20 seconds, and then I would do 2 sets of 30 seconds, and then a set of 45 and a set of 15, and then just the full minute. And it has made a difference for the rest of the progressions I've been doing. Step number 2 has been my scapular pulls to engage that back because those muscles are fully asleep. I think the first time I hopped on the bar to attempt the pull-up, I held on and I was like, okay, and pull. And I did not go anywhere. I couldn't figure out how to make my back muscles go up. You know what I'm saying? Or pull down, I should say. It was rough. So I've started to add in the scapular pulls, which has been helping. Felt kind of weird at first because the range of motion is so small. It was like, how is this helping? But the next day when I woke up, I could feel my back in ways I haven't felt it in a very long time. And it's just that first initiation, start of the pull-up, and that's where I do need the most work. And I think the most frustrating part of trying to do the pull-up is I can taste it on my tongue. It's right there. It is so close. Oh, it is so close and yet so far away. I'm getting all of the pieces of the puzzle together and all of the pieces are starting to click. They're getting stronger. The connections, the neurons in my brain, they're firing, but the motion itself is not. But I know I'll get there. Especially when I do my negative pull-ups. My negative, it's getting nice and long. A negative pull-up is, of course, where you jump up to the top of the bar, you hold your chin above, and then you slowly lower yourself down. If I'm being so honest, I do negative pull-ups for fun. They're not scheduled specifically into the 20-minute program that I'm doing. I'll just come into my room, hop up on the bar, and slowly lower myself down 2 or 3 times, and I'll do that couple times throughout the day, kind of just whenever I come into my bedroom. And my goal is just to see how long I can do it each time I do it. Usually by the time I hit the 3rd negative, I'm not getting any slower at my descent, so I just kind of call it. Is it optimal? Is it working? Hell yeah. And then of course, there is the banded pull-up, which has been helping because it makes me feel like I'm doing the movement, but is also devastating because it's not me doing the movement, but I know it's a part of the process. Also, this resistance band has humbled me in so many ways. The first time you crawl into a resistance band to do a pull-up, it's like, what am I doing in my free time? Because you'll try and put your knee in it or your foot in it while you're grabbing onto the bar, and sometimes you miss or miscalculate the motion and you get rubber band straight to, you know, not fun. And I've been slowly building up the amount of reps I can do with the band for the pull-up. At first, I could only do like 2 in a row, and now I'm up to 5 in a row. Slay. And you, of course, could mush all of these into one routine. I spread them out throughout the week, and throughout the day as I please because it's more fun for me that way. Is that perhaps why my pull-up progress has been slow? Could very well be, but I think I would enjoy it less if I did it all at once and then my back would be fried for work. Do with that information what you will. So how can you train for pull-ups if you cannot do a pull-up yet? You can do it like this. Whether you do it all in one exercise session or you spread it out throughout the week, you're gonna hit 3 sets of dead hangs, you're gonna hit 3 sets of scapular pulls. You're gonna hit 3 sets of negative pull-ups, and you're gonna hit 3 sets of assisted pull-ups. I would give you the exact reps, but I know we are all starting from different places, so I could tell you to start with 5 reps, which is where I'm at now. If that doesn't work for you, change the reps. Start small, see what you can do, and then build up. If it's too easy, add more reps, add more sets. That's like by rights, if I had different bands for my assisted pull-ups, I could be doing more or less, but I only own one, and I'm not going out and buying another band when I have this one that I have not been using, but now I am. So right now, can I do a pull-up? No, not yet, but that is the goal. And now for the section of the show where my night shift delusion kicks in, and I'm like, Nicole, you're kind of halfway to a pull-up. Surely if you just listen to some form cues, you could maybe get it. And I also found out the other day that if I keep my feet flat on the floor, I can pull myself up while I'm trying to do my pull-up. Kind of like with push-ups, my elbows are kind of loosey-goosey in my head emotionally, so they're going in places I don't want them to go. I want them to be like tucked in to my side. I think. I could be telling you lies with this, but we're about to find out. I've heard someone say that I should think about pulling the bar down instead of pulling me up, which could be a fun difference because I don't know if I've ever thought about what I'm doing as I'm doing it besides up, up, up. Actually, that might be really helpful. So I'm pulling the bar down, not me up. That was almost a full pull-up. My chin was just barely at the bar. It was like here. Elbows down. Pull the bar down, lean back a little. This whole time, I've been like keeping my back straight in line with the bar. But then I was thinking at the start, when I do my lat pull downs, I kind of lean back a little. I gotta do that again. I gotta give my body like 30 seconds. And I have it on video. I'm so pleased. I'm just excited. Damn. Oh, it's like a gift for night shift. Honestly, I complain about night shift a lot, but the delusion it gives me in my self-capacity does phenomenal things for me. I can do it. Elbows in, lean back, pull the bar to you. Are you kidding? I'm gonna say that counts. I think that fully counts. Maybe in the future, if I'm ever found, God forbid, hanging off the edge of a cliff, I'll be able to pull myself back up. Let's fucking go! Stick to your goals, kids. So on the continuum of strength and skills, it was definitely both. It was definitely both. I was missing some of the strength, which I've slowly built up over the last 6-7 weeks doing my progressions. And then at the end, it really was a skill issue. I guess it came down to looking up simple form cues. It's almost like Dr. Google is there for a reason, and you don't have to do everything off the dome. I'm definitely one of those people who thinks too much and doesn't do enough. So this year, my whole thing is being biased towards action and just doing things. Because realistically, I already know enough to start everything I want to do, but I never actually do the things I want to do. And I gotta say, it's been working great. So let me know in the comments below how many pull-ups you can do, progressions that you've found helpful. If you think you could pull yourself up off of a cliff if you were to fall off and have to hold on to the edge. Are you simply delusional, or do you have the strength to back it up? Because for a long time, I was delusional and convinced, yeah, the adrenaline kick in, I could probably haul myself up, you know, use my legs. But what if it's like a sheer cliff? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!